What's up, everybody? It is Thegoal60 here for Tuesday, July the 3rd, 2018. So yesterday we had 4 brand new plays. They were all tight games, but just couldn't get it done in most of them. We went 1 and 3, and we also had some unofficial plays, and they actually did pretty well. We look to today for the B bets and see if we can't close these things out. Before I get started and everything that went on yesterday and what we're looking for today, I will say that there was a potential play that started up today, and it was a potential revenge play with the Angels taking on the Mariners, but because of RPI, that did not qualify. The RPI for the Angels was at .506, while the Mariners are at .536, so it's a full 30-point gap. We needed to be at least 15 points within 15 points of the Mariners. So that did not qualify as official or unofficial. Now we'll get into everything that happened yesterday and moving forward to today. So as far as official plays, we did go 1 and 3, so it was a tough day. The win we had was with Milwaukee, and honestly, they were down for most of that game and actually tied it up in the bottom of the ninth, 5-5, and had a chance to win it, but just couldn't get it done there. And then we went into extra innings, and it did finish up in the 10th inning with us getting a win, 6-5. So that was a good game for us. We did come from behind. We had some games where we had a game where we tied it up in the ninth with the Rays, and they were down 2-1 for most of that game, and come back and tie it up in the top of the ninth, 2-2. We go into extras and lose the game 3-2 in extras. And honestly, in the bottom of the 10th, they had 2 guys on with no outs. So it was pretty easy for them to get that win against us. And then we had a game where we led the entire time, or most of the game, until the 7th inning, and then gave up 5 runs between the 7th and 8th. And that was with the Giants. So the Giants came out, scored 2 quick runs, and then didn't do anything else the rest of the game. Now they held that lead, like I said, all the way to the 7th inning, and got a lot of hits, but still got outplayed and out-hit and by the Rockies, and the Rockies ultimately got the 5-2 victory. So, and the last game we had was the Diamondbacks at home against Seattle. Seattle came in and pretty much just took care of business. Now, just like we had over the weekend with the Diamondbacks, they got a lot of hits, but they're just not getting anybody around the bases. They're not playing really good defense. Hopefully that will change today. We'll see. They got a better pitching matchup today, and it's actually Greinke going, and I'll go ahead and talk about that price now. So the Diamondbacks today are at -143. It's identical to yesterday. They do have Greinke, like I said, so hopefully we can get some better defense, and then we can get some runs put up with these hits. That would be wonderful. So today for the B-bet, we're looking to win 2.43 units at -143. As far as the Rays, today there is no line for them. We don't have a pitcher listed, I don't think, as of yet. But when that comes out, that will be a B-bet as well. And we're looking to win 2.31 units total in that game. And then last, we had that game with San Francisco, like I talked about. And that today they are the underdog, so you would look at them on the run line. And the run line for the Giants is -167. And we're looking to win at 2.26 units. So run line, we're getting a run and a half there. We're paying a little bit of expensive price at -167, but it could be a lot worse. And we're looking to win 2.26 units. So let's knock these out today and move on. That's all as far as the official plays. Now I'll talk about the unofficial plays that happened yesterday. As far as unofficial plays for yesterday, they did have a really good day. They went 4-1. The first one being the Red Sox. Now, the Red Sox was on the run line as an underdog because the Nationals had Scherzer pitching, and the Red Sox did get the outright win 4-3. Next up, we had the Reds at home against the White Sox. They did win that game 5-3. We had the Indians on the road against the Royals. They won 9-3. There seems to be a trend. Our teams are only giving up 3 runs, but that's kind of weird. Next, we had a game that I talked about very last yesterday, and that was with the Dodgers and the Pirates. I had said on the video yesterday I thought that the Dodgers would be an unofficial play, And it was. The price is just way too expensive. You know, those public teams, we've talked about them time after time. Really, the Yankees, the Red Sox, Cubs, Dodgers, those are your main public teams, and I'm probably leaving one out there, maybe the Nationals a little bit. But ultimately, those teams, even on a day where they're taking on a team that they're, you know, I would say equal level with as far as talent or the way they've been playing, they're going to be priced a lot heavier because they know, you know, Vegas knows that most of your fans are for those teams, and people are going to put money on, the public is going to put money on their team. So therefore, the line will be shaded or a lot of times moved heavily to that side. And that was the case with the Dodgers. It went off yesterday around minus 235, so that's very expensive. And for good reason, though. They did get a huge win yesterday, 17-1 against the Pirates. So that shows you there, you know, it was a lot of price, and that doesn't always indicate that's going to be a winner. I've talked about this before also. Do not let those big lines fool you. If anything, pass on a big line. Don't even look at taking it. There's, you know, if you straight bet those large lines of, I would say 250 and above, you know, maybe 10 times, about half of those you're going to lose if you take the favorite. And if you're losing half your wagers on those large lines, that means that somebody is taking that underdog, and even though they're only winning half their games, they're doing pretty well as far as their bankroll goes. So just keep that in mind. Don't let those large lines fool you. Yes, the Dodgers were priced pretty heavily. Yes, they won big, but ultimately, you know, just pass on games like that. If you feel like there's any kind of situation where you think the other team could come ready to play, don't let that line fool you. Vegas is not always saying, hey, this is the team that's going to win, there's no doubt. They're setting that price to try to get money, you try to get action on that game. And they know that people are going to come and put them on those heavier, you know, that public team, the one that most people are fans of. They know they're going to get money on that. So they're going to set it, they can pretty much set it as whatever they wanted to. Somebody's going to put money down on it. So just keep that in mind. The only loss as far as the unofficial plays was the Yankees against the Braves. And that game did go to the 11th inning, so it was tied up 3-3 going in the 11th. Braves did get the 5-3 win, and I have not seen a line today. I didn't notice it earlier, but either way, that is the only unofficial play that there is. But the Yankees will be on a B bet just like our 3 official plays today. So that's everything. I really appreciate you watching the video. Have a great Tuesday, and I'll see you tomorrow morning.
60% of the time, it works every time.